pukul 10 nanti awak terus boleh.
Pukul so kiranya
Recording ni kita pause ke.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. I'm Safa from Training Art by IK or TA as we also know. Welcome and thank you for joining us for today's webinar session. Training Art by IK has been a trusted training provider in the industry for the past 17 years. For those of you who are new to us, our mission is to help individuals unlock their potential and support organizations in reaching greater heights. We take pride in what we do, and most importantly, we believe that learning should be fun, engaging, and impactful. Everyone has the potential to be extraordinary, and our goal is to create exciting opportunities for growth, development, and new perspective in every life. Today's session is titled Dashboard Creation by Power BI. We are honored to have Miss Clara Tan as our speaker. She will provide a quick but powerful introduction to data analysis using Microsoft Power BI. We are excited to welcome Miss Clara and a HRDC accredited trainer, Excel expert, and AI and automation specialist with a background in mathematics education from UPM. Ms. Clara brings extensive experience in data analysis, automation, and business insights. She specializes in tools like Excel, Power Query, Google Workspace, and AI platforms such as ChatGPT. Ms. Clara practically hands-on training helps professionals turn data into actionable strategies through dynamic dashboards, automation, and effective data storytelling. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Clara as she shares her expertise in making data and AI work for you. Hi, good morning, Ms. Clara.
Okay, thank you so much, Safa. Good mornings,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Okay, so can we start the training now?
Before we start, can I set some ground rules before we proceed with the session?
Yes, can.
Okay, so I would like to share with you some few basic ground rules to ensure the smooth session. First, please rename your Zoom display name to your full name. This is important for our attendance tracking and certificate issuance. Second, to receive a certificate, you must attend at least 1.5 hours of the session. So do stay with us until the end. Third, you also need to be registered under National Training Week, NTW, to qualify for the certificate. And next, kindly keep your microphone muted throughout the session unless requested otherwise. And five, please be ready to turn on your camera at the end of the session for a group photo. And we will have a short 5 to 10 minutes break at around 11 a.m. And then if you have a questions, please raise your hand using the button in the Zoom meeting. And you can also engage with us in the chat. Feel free to use the emoji reactions to show your presence. If you are too shy to ask questions out loud, you can type them in the chat anytime. I'll read them out on your behalf when appropriate lah. So without further ado, let's hand over the session to our speaker, Miss Clara.
Okay, thank you so much, Safa, and hi everyone. Okay, so before we start, can I get note of everyone of you? Can you all say hi to me in the chat rooms? Like I tapped in the chat room, hi. So let's see who's active now. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, all right. So it's very exciting to have you all today. Okay, so let's go to our training today, because our training is super helpful and main content in it. So let's go to our training now. So let me share my screen. I think I need to share with sound. Stop share. Share sound. Okay. Okay, so for the training, yes, if you have any question, you can just ask in the chat room, no problems, and I will answer you. So you don't need to wait until the end Q&A session to ask. All right, so here you go. We have Power BI Express. Yes, of course, Power BI includes many things, but today within 2 hours, you are able to create a dashboard. All right, so before I start, yes, I have a question to you as well. How many of you try to do Power BI dashboard before? Whatever success or not success, you try Power BI before, or you have installed Power BI. Can you type 1 in the chat room? Let's say you know nothing about Power BI, you type 0. It's like you don't know what is that. You just join, or maybe your company asking you to learn. Okay. So let's say, okay, so we have 1, we have, oh, it's 0.5. Okay, thank you so much. So 0.5 means like you know something, but not really, right? So self-learning. Okay, good job. Okay, so mostly it's 0. All right. So let's say you haven't downloaded the Power BI. You can download the Power BI now while I'm sharing. Try, but end up ask intern to do it. Okay. So, okay. All right. So, download Power BI needs some time, around 5 to 10 minutes because it's quite big. So you download the Power BI now. Where to download? Okay. So there are 2 ways. Let's say you have Microsoft Store, you can just go to Microsoft Store and download Power BI. Power BI desktop. It must be desktop. Must be dashboard. Power BI desktop. Okay, so you can download here, Power BI dashboard. So let's say you do not have Microsoft Store, then you can just go to Google's. You just go to Google's and then you type Power BI install, download, download. Then you are able to download. Okay, because it needs some time. So while I'm sharing, you can just download while we're waiting, and then you can just go for that. Then you can just download here. Okay, so is that okay? Let's say it's okay. Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you give me a emoji thumbs up? Download the Power BI. It's okay or not? Okay, you just download it, no problems. You can just download while I'm doing the introduction because it needs some time. Okay, so let's do some introduction first. Okay, so this is me, Clara Tan. So I'm specialist in the data automation, Power Query, Excel, Power BI, or it is related to data and also AI. So okay, so let's do some icebreaker right now. Can you express? Okay, someone have shared the link. Power BI download. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Basharo, for sharing the link for download. Okay, you can click the link for download. Okay, so while waiting you all to download, so let's do some icebreaker right now. Can you express your moods with an emoji right now? How do you feel right now? Yes, thank you so much, Fatin. How about the others? So yes, there is so many emoji here. Can you express your feeling right now? Are you feeling happy, exciting, or you feeling like many questions? What is Power BI? I wanted to know. So, or someone forced you to join the training, you are not really happy. So anything, yes, you can just share it. Okay. So mostly, yeah, you are. So let's wait for the others. Okay, good. Oh, sleepy. Yeah, because it's 10 a.m., right? I think yours is working, isn't it? Working or joining the training. Yeah, because today is work day. Okay. So lovely, exciting. Yeah, I understand why sometimes you're forced to join the training. Okay, but today training will be super helpful to you. Okay, so now. All right. So this is Suri Ruma, wow, okay. So even you're a housewife, you're still learning Power BI. Okay, so another thing is, another question. Can you express your moods with the emoji for this question? How do you feel about Power BI? Just now is about our training. How about Power BI? Like before, you feel like Power BI is difficult, or you feel like Power BI is super helpful to you, or you use it a lot, or you feel like, oh, so difficult, I cannot try. Yeah, I feel like, oh, this is the first time I heard about Power BI. Yeah, can you also send me an emoji? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So yes, Power BI. Let's go to the one. What is Power BI? So many questions. What do you expect to learn from this training? Of course, also many of you, I think, I want to know, you want to know how to create a dashboard, you want to understand how to connect the other data, the other tables, you want to boost your productivity, or you want to get something from this training, or you looking for tools to improve the reporting work and to faster your productivity. So by Power BI, you could do it. Okay, so this is at the end of the dashboard, we are going to do that. It looks so nice, right? This is a cell dashboard that we are going to do. Yeah, okay, so you will have slicer, you will have cuts, everything. It's look really nice by using Power BI. Okay, so let's go for the, okay, so why we need data analysis? Yeah, so just a briefly introduction, because we want to evaluate the staff performance, monitor the customer rates, conduct the budget optimization, to perform the payroll calculation, automate everything, and utilize business intelligence for data driven. Okay, a question to you. Who knows BI? Power BI. The BI stand for what? BI. Who want to try? BI, Power BI stand, the BI stand for what? Yes, business intelligence. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Balkis and everyone. Yes, BI stand for business intelligence. So why we do that? Because when we are growing faster and faster, we cannot just make any decision by feeling. Just for example, like McDonald's, they cannot sell the product by feeling. They cannot say like, okay, I would like to sell the French fries with what you call with the, I want to sell a French fry with the other flavor. So maybe they want to sell the French fry with strawberry flavor, the French fry with strawberry. I came across a French fry with wasabi, but I feel like why they will sell this kind of thing. Okay, but okay, come to McDonald's. They cannot sell, can they sell the item like by feeling? They feel like, okay, maybe most of them love strawberry flavor, so I sell the products French fries with strawberry flavor. Can they do that? Of course it's not. When the business getting bigger and bigger, we have many people to tackle and different category, different numbers of categories, numbers of people in a category. So everything, when we want to optimize, see you're speaking for this meeting. Oh, my speaking language is English. Yes, safe. All right. Okay. So when we're going bigger and bigger, every decision we need to make based on numbers. So then only we can optimize it. We cannot do all flavor, right? We cannot sell the French fry with 10 flavor. You will bankrupt. Your money will lose. So the only thing is we always want to find out the best solution to achieve the best effect, okay, to optimize our budget. So this is about data, driving innovation, competitive, understand and serving customer, improving efficiency and operation. So this is for sometimes we do not know where is our time. You know, we do not know how much we spend our time in each areas. So this is the reason when we have data, then we started to realize, oh, maybe you spend a lot of time in resting. Maybe you spend a lot of time in resting in seats, like you eating breakfast or you playing around something about. So that's why you have low productivity. But this kind of thing, when you tell your colleagues or you tell your staff or tell your intern, they cannot accept. They will not admit they are playing around, they are resting. They will always think like, okay, they are doing works. So you need to prove them by numbers. Maybe the 8 hour you are sitting on your seat, actually there are 4 hours which you are eating, which you are playing phones, which you didn't focus in the screen and everything. That's why it causes you low productivity. So everything. So what's the difference between pivots and Power BI? Thank you so much, Mazlan, for the question. We are going to come across the one later. Actually, the more specific question should be, what is the difference between Excel and Power BI? That is the thing. Okay, so we're going to touch and go this one. Okay, for Power BI data analysis, we are going to spend around 60% of time on data cleaning and preparation. So other than that, there should be no problems. Once you've done the data cleaning and preparations, all the dashboard for you should be easy. Okay, so now this is the process of data analysis. And then we go for here. Okay, since some of you are asking, so let's jump to here. Okay, so let's jump to here. Okay, let's go to here. Okay, so you might have a question. After you go through the Power BI, then you realize, okay, so how many of you tried Power Query before? Can you type 1 in the chat room? Let's say you haven't heard about this one, then you type 0. Yeah, 0, 1. Power Query, okay, because time limitation, I'm not going to share, but Power Query in Power BI also have in Excel. So when I give the training to Power BI, there is someone asking, hey, Clara, I must have Power BI to do my automation, is it? My answer is no. Let's say you do not have the license for your company, because Power BI, you need to buy the license. It's not that cheap because they need to buy the enterprise license. It's not every company have buy the one. So my answer will be, let's say your company didn't tell you to use Power BI. Why don't you just use Excel? It can achieve the same function as well. So what is Power BI? Power BI is actually Power Query plus Power Pivot plus Dashboard. Then is equal to Power BI. So that is the thing. Because many of people, when they're using Excel, they do not use it. That's why Microsoft decided to take it out. And then they add on some function like can share among the organizations and everything. Then only it become Power BI. So let's say you didn't have it, you can also use Excel to do that. So I'm going to share this one. So after the training today, let's say you don't want to use Power BI, you still can use the Excel. Okay, so back to the one. So that is the difference. So actually they are the same. They are the same. If you want to tell me, then my answer will always be, let's say your company do not want you to do anything with Power BI, why don't you just use Excel? They perform the same function. Okay, so before we jump into the Power BI, we need to have some knowledge about a tables, about a structured data. Here is most of the people get lost. Here is most of the people that cannot use Power BI because they do not know what is happening. So here is the thing. So I'm list out everything about a structures errors. So I list out everything. I'm not going to come over. If you have time, you can just have a look. But I give you the examples. Okay. So a question to you. What is the problem of this data? What is the problem of this data? Can someone tell me? I believe in your data, you are across the same thing also. So can someone tell me what is the problem of this data? Incomplete or blank value, excellent, negative 15. Well done. Incomplete data, repeated category, excellent. So we have spinach here. What is this? Why there is 60 or 65? Is it a different product? So we do not know. So, and why this is empty? Is it somewhere like, is it fruits or anything? So this is the one. So this is the one. And also, let's say this is product. Why under product we have apple? So I believe this data should be like fruits, apples, and the sales maybe is 20, 30. And the category bravos might have product apple as well. And the one is one. Okay, so this is the examples of unstructured data. We will not be able to clean this data because it's super difficult. So you need to tell the person who record the data, you cannot record like that. So what is the good examples? So the good example of data is something like this. Okay, so when you have category, it's of fruits, and the product. Okay, fruits, apples, the sale is 100. Fruits, banana is 80. Fruits, orange is 90. Vegetables, carrots, 70. Vegetable, broccoli is 60. So this is the perfect. They also have one extra lah. The one vegetable, spinach. The one is wrong also. You cannot have this. The one, yeah. We cannot have this one also. So this is how we do a data. So this is how we cannot have blank value, but we need to rearrange the data in this way. Then only we can go to Power BI. So before you jump to Power BI, you need to be careful with your data. Then only it's work. Otherwise, you are not going to use Power BI to solve your problem. Okay, another thing is, what is the problem of this data? What is the problem of this data? So what is the problem of this data? Mix up. Thank you so much, Madeline. Thank you. Yes, mix up between department. So what is this? Sale, marketing, and then we have at least a comma, pop, and actually what is that? So different format for work hour. Excellent. So work hour, one is 1 minus 3, 6. What is that? So I believe this is the 1st of June until 3rd of June. And the next one is maybe 4th of June and then in 2024. So it's super difficult for finance or data analysts to deal with this kind of data. But I came across a lot. So every time, I need to tell them, you cannot record like this one. And then they will have many reasons. They will say, hey, hello, you didn't tell me also I need to record it this way. So, yeah. So when you are dealing with all of this, this is the first challenge we need to deal up. So what is the correct format? The correct format should be like this. Structure, sales, at least, and then starting date is 1st of June. And then marketing, and then 1st of June, sales is 1st of June, finance, 4th of June.
Accident.
And so on. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, this is the one. This one also notes. Okay, so this is, you need to be careful when you are dealing with data. Okay, so another one is, yes, what is this? Yeah, can someone tell me what is the problem? Why they say this is a bad example? Why they say the right side is a good example? What is the difference? Why? Why they are different between these two examples? Can someone tell me? It's like, why? It's all look good, right? The table is good. And then why? Completion status, excellent. Progressions, excellent. Good job. The left examples, there is also the common mistake. I'm not sure why they like to do that, but they always like to do that. When I deal with my admin, they always have this question. It's like they like to color the status, for example. For this one is cancel, so they will color this, right? So my question will be, how you know, how the other person know this green color is cancelled? You do not know about that one, right? So the correct format should be like this. You add a new column and stating about this is cancelled or done. Then only it's look good. Then only we can going to calculate how many orders have been cancelled, how many orders have been done. So this is how it's work. So this is just a basic. Yeah, also the text and formatting are like John's. Yes, don't have space. For example, this is also the common mistake. When they are typing the name, they have the space. But this kind of text and formatting issue, we are going to clean by using Power BI. Because of course you will say, hey Clara, we are human. We will do human errors. Like maybe the format error capitalized Human like to do that. Even sometime when I'm doing thing, I also forget whether the format should be capital or small letter. But this kind of thing we can solve with Power BI. We can clean that. That's why we call data cleaning. But the problem just now, you cannot solve. You need to ask the admin to redo it. But for text and formatting issue, we can across and clean our data. So one the common is like we have the spacing. Maybe they have space John, or maybe the capital or small letters, or spelling mistake, mail, but you know something like that, but you understand the meaning, but sometimes human will typing error. So special characters, okay, you have some special character. This is for system. Sometimes you export the data, they initially have this one. So we need to clean that as well. Text store in a numbers format like this one. This should be numbers, right? But when people input the data like that, system will treat that as text, T-E-X-T. It's a very, very difficult, okay, it's very serious. System will treat this number as text, but not numbers. So you might say, hey, Clara, why is that important? Numbers or text? As long as it's 100, then it's good lah. In Power BI, no. We cannot do calculation based on text. No. So what is the meaning? The meaning is, let's say it's text, you cannot total up the sales. It will give you error. Cannot. Because it's not numbers. We cannot total. Let's say manager asks you, hey, what is the sales? What is our total sales? We do not know because it's a wrong format. So we need to clean that. Another one is inconsistent with currency, colored cell, overuse of fonts, or data copy from a PDF or website. So this is how it works. And also numbers or that issue is very common, the different dates, this kind of date and date we as time also, with or without time, negative numbers or bracket. Sometimes when you export from an accounting system, they will, I'm not sure why, but they will export this one. Bracket mean negative, like someone maybe pay more than our value, then it will show negative. So we need to clean that as well. So this is the examples of the data which have this kind of problem. Like you have the capital, you have slash, you have the special characters, you have numbers, and also you have colored, some of comment is bold, inconsistent or currency, and then merge data. Also, we cannot have merge data. No. This one cannot have. So this is the one we need to do. Okay, so can someone tell me what is the problem of this data? Can you share in the chat rooms? What is the problem you see? What is the error you see in this data? I'll give you about 1 minute. And then tell me, no standardized, correct. Inconsistent, good job. Inconsistent date format, excellent, good job. Here, what else? Blank and result column, good job, it's blank. And yes, bracket, good job. Bracket in the amount. Number column is not in the number format, excellent. They have bracket, they have this one, semicolons, all the thing. Consistent problem, yes. Yeah. Tag instead of value, good job. Yes. So excellent. So now you know how to differentiate the error. So later, then it will be easy for you to understand the logic when we're using Power BI. Okay, so next. So bad practice. Okay, there is some practice will help you, especially as data analysis. Let me tell you some story. Because as a data analysis, we deal a lot with data, and then we need to use data to pursuing, to tell the person, hey, you cannot do that because your productivity is low, because we lost the money, because you're wasting the resource, you're wasting anything. So this is not good. Try to imagine, yeah, you will fight with your department. Because when for example, like in my company, I always happen this. When I export the data and I realized this kind of thing, okay, so, and then I came out the result. Okay, so we have the profit and loss about 5,000, but I'm not sure why that is 5,000. So when you're dealing with admin or accountant, they are doing this kind of data entry, they will not admit they are doing wrong. For example, I say, hey, why this kind of thing happen? It must something wrong with you. Why there is a rugi 5,000? Why? Must be something wrong with you. So usually the first response, they will say no, there is not their problem. They will just, they will just say, oh, this is not my problem, this is the HR problem. So I need to open my raw data. Raw data means the data I export, and then prove them this is the data I download from admin department on 1st of June, which we show, okay, this person didn't edit the records, everything. So then we only can tell them, hey, you are doing wrong with that. So please correct this. Then only the result came through. So try to imagine if you edit the raw data, then of course the admin or any department, they will blame you. They will blame you. They will say, hey, this is your problem. This is not the data. So this is how you protect, how I protect myself. So I will not edit any raw data. Edit raw data means like the data go wrong is wrong. The data show 1,000, there is 1,000. 100,000 is 100,000. I will not edit. Let's say you editing, then the responsibility go yours. Then you need to answer all the things. So here is some of the practice. Don't edit the raw data. I know when you have the Excel, right? You will just edit straight away on the table, but don't. We are going to show how we doing data analysis by not kacau the raw data. We keep the data raw. And no backups, yes. Sometimes you just delete the data and don't know why is it. So you need to have backup. No version control or change history. You do not know what is happening next. Because data analysis will have many, many steps. Copy and pasting without removing formatting. This no data dictionary or field definition. So this is the one. Okay, so but the most important is don't edit the raw data. So that's why I arranged the first one. Okay, so next thing, a best practice, don't insert row or column randomly. Yes, this is the one. Don't rely on color to indicate status. Don't mix data types in one column. Don't hide rows or column instead of removing or filtering. So this is the one we are going to happen. Yeah? Okay, so I know it's too much, but no problem. Just keep it. So someday after the training today, and then you started to think, hey, Clara, tell us before, you cannot do that. Yeah, so it will lead to a problem. Okay, so this is the one I explained just now. And benefit of Excel Power Query, we're going to encounter, we're going to use it later, so you understand. Power Query in Power BI and also Excel, they are the same. And the most important thing is Power Query can automate the process. Power Query can automate the process. So for you to use Excel or Power BI, they are the same. Okay, but today we are going to use Power BI. Okay, benefit of Power BI. All right, so this is the dashboard that created by Power BI. Nice or not? Is it look good? So let's say you feel like good also. Can you type one in the chat room? So this is the one. You're going to amaze your department now with your manager. Wow, this is the one. You see, have numbers, overview, this kind of thing. This is our sales, this is our budgets, everything. So we realized that actually most of the profit came from this category. So of course, when you are presenting, your presentation will be very supportive because your presentation is supporting by a document, by a data. You are not just simply say. So this is how I do to pursue or to, to deal with others department, because it's not every department, human, right? They are not listening or anything. But once I deal up with data, they will not share anything. Yeah, okay. So this is the data function well. So I think like you will have the same problem like me, because every company, they have this kind of problems. Especially you are same position with others department. Of course, why they want to listen to you. Then we need to show by data. Okay, so this is what is happening. Okay, this is another type of data. And then this is the one, the easy one. And then we are going to, this is the one I did for Coca-Cola. And yes. All right. So now, without further ado, let's go to the Power BI. Okay, have you installed Power BI? I know it's already 10 minutes. So let's say you have already installed. Okay, tab 1. Okay, tab 1. Okay, let's see. You need to download it. You need to download it. Okay, no need to sign in, I think. No need to sign. My one also didn't sign in. Okay, after that, you need to get your data here. So you need to get your data here. So I'm sharing this one. Okay, you can also scan the QR or you can get the link. So you will be able to access a file, a raw data file. Okay, this is the file. Am I correct? You will see this data. Okay, so now, so if you have this data, let's file downloads as CSV. Download as CSV. Let's download as CSV. Okay, so some of you might ask, hey, can I download as Microsoft Excel? Yes, you can, but that is a problem. Later, we are going to cross this one. But for now, you download as CSV first. And I will encourage you to always keep the data as CSV as well. Let's say you want to always automate. Can I see the QR? Yes, here you go. Okay, so,
I'm sorry, Ms. Clara Tan.
here is the code. So let's say you access the file and then you download as CSV. I can paste the link in the chat box as well. Okay, at the same time, I think I forgot to insert the slide. Data analysis with Power BI. Let me check. So some of you might have a question, why we use CSV but not Excel? So in Power BI, yeah, thank you so much, Zihang, for this question. Okay, so let me slightly explain to you the difference between CSV and Excel. Okay, so usually, if you always download the report, let me share this one. This is in another slide. Where is it? Yes, here you go. Okay, so CSV, when we use CSV and Excel workbook. Okay, so I'm writing. You can also jot it down. Okay, so when we have CSV, CSV, the full name is comma splits colliminator. Comma split variables. So what does it mean? When you have large data, or usually the system export, usually you export the data from any system, they will download as CSV. They will download as CSV. Okay. They will download as CSV. Okay, so the benefit of CSV is, when we are deal with CSV, can you share the file in Excel instead of via link? Okay, sure, no problem. I'm going to share it as CSV here. Let me find out the file first. File, and then file, save as, download as CSV. This is the one. I think I can. Can I share it here? Okay, can. Okay, so I share the file so in CSV. Okay, so in Excel, when you export from system, usually they are CSV and the full name is comma-free variables. What is the difference? For CSV, they will remove all the formats. They will remove all the formats, includes formula, tables, pivot tables, and anything. They will remove. So you will totally get a value that is without format. So that is CSV. And it will be easy for us to do with data analysis because this CSV without any format. It will be super easy. And we can also do refresh. Refresh means automate. Let's say you want to automate the data. Automate means you no need to insert formula or create tables every time. Every day you're spending 1 hour for create formula to clean the data. No need. Once you done once, all the file, they have same format, then you can just throw into Power BI, it will run for you. It's like you are designing a model, a robot to run for you. So this is CSV. So this is CSV. So it's allowed you to refresh anything. So let's say some of you might have question, hey Clara, most of my Excel are still saved in Excel workbooks, not CSV. So how? Still can, no problem. You save in Excel workbook, you can still do with anything. You can still do with Power BI. You can still do the one, but and then you can keep all the formula in Excel, or the only thing is it cannot refresh. Cannot refresh means like maybe, okay, so now you are dealing with data for 2016. So now it suddenly changed. You manager 2017. Because you are using Excel, let's say you already done 2016, you already do the charts or everything. If you use Excel, then you cannot reuse the Power BI for 2017. Cannot. Unless at first you're using CSV. Then only it's allowed you to do that. Is that clear? If clear, can you type 1 in the chat room? Type 1. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So now, let's jump into the Power BI. Okay, so now, you already have the file. So let's open the file. Here you go. Okay, so can you tell me, because we already learned what is the correct data. So can you tell me what is the problem of this data? Can you tell me what is the problem of this data? Some blanks row, excellent, good job. Inconsistent, okay, inconsistent in where? Inconsistent of what? A blank row, inconsistent, not sorted accordingly, okay, good. In order ID and order date, okay, good. Yeah. The person column, excellent. Some with dash, some without dash. You know why this? Every time the staff ID should be consistent. So let's say with dash, it should be all with dash. If without dash, it should have no dash. Okay, and also the person column also do not have person name. That is the one. Okay, so another things. What else? Do you realize something? The item is repeating. there is a totally same record. There is a totally same record here. And also what else? Okay, so I'm going to type in the chat room. So now it's this format. It's blank record. And the next one is repeated item. Next one is inconsistent of staff ID. The next one is, okay, if you realize category and subcategory should be separate. Excellent, Nazarene. Good job. So the category should separate it. Should be category and subcategory should be separate. Okay, what else? Okay, so I think mostly it's like this, right? Okay, so now, okay, if we go through the data, we'll realize actually every order ID should be the same. So I believe, so we can believe the data actually should look like this. The order ID, the next order should look like this. You might have a question, why order ID is the same? So because this is belong to a same receipt. You just imagine you have a receipt, then you buy 5 items. So of course, in one receipt, all the receipt ID is the same. All the dates will be the same, isn't it? It should look like this. It should look like this. Because this belongs to the one person in an ID, one person or one order, but the system export in this method. Okay, but it's come to a problem. Let's say you have many data. Are you going to copy one by one are you going to copy one like this? You will die. So we are going to clean this data later. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think mostly it's like that's the problem. Okay, now, so you already said that, okay, then don't cut out the raw data. The first thing, keep the raw data clean. That's it. So this is how we clean. Okay, next, then we close it. And then we go to Power BI now. We go to Power BI right now. Okay, so I'm going to share this one. Okay, so now open the Power BI. Turn on the Power BI. Wait. We close first, don't save. Okay. So when you open your Power BI, you will find out something like that, isn't it? If yes, you type 1. You already opened Power BI, you see something like this. Let's say you still didn't open it yet, you have some problem, you just type in the chat room. Because we are going to do step by step. Okay, so now, so from here, we can choose blank report. Of course, you can also get data from other sources, but we choose blank reports first. And then from here, you'll see the layout like this. So now the first thing is we need to import the data. First thing is we need to import the data, which is here, get data. Okay, so go to home and then find out get data. And then you'll see CSV. Because just now we download our data as CSV, so we go to CSV. Okay, we do it together. We do it together. Open a blank report, and you will see something like this. So go to get data, CSV, and then you click. Then you go to the sales data just now. We download. So click and then open. then you will see something like this. Okay, so now do it now. Let's say you are done, you type 2 in the chat room. Okay, good. All right. So let's say you still cannot follow, you type 0 straight away. Then I'm going to demo one more time. Okay, good. So now you get this kind of thing. And then you will see some option here. Load or transform data. So load is usually you think your data have no problem, then you can load straight away. But usually they will have some problem. So I will always suggest you transform the data first. So here you go. This is the one. Transform data. And then you can maximize it. So let's say you get the same thing as me, then you type 3 in the chat room. Okay, good. So now, this is Power Query. In the Excel, you also have this kind of function, the same thing. Okay, so for now, so now the first thing we need to know, this is our tables. You can rename here. You can just double click because this is 2000 sales data. You can rename. So you can double click and then you are able to rename. You can also rename at here. You see, you can also rename here. So let's rename this become 2016 sales data. So it looks nice. 2016 and sales data. Okay, let's rename first. All right. And then you'll see some steps here. So this is the step. Step means like the Power Query already clean some step for us. So this is you can click and then you can come back the step. The step is step by step. The first one is first step, second step, and then third step. So you will see what is actually he's doing. Okay, so change type mean he changed the format. Okay, so now, just now some of you realize, right? Okay, how we know whether the format is correct or not? We need to go through this one. Have you seen ABC here? When you click ABC here, you'll see all these formats. You have text, you have time, you have decimal. So we need to check the format now. Okay, so order ID should belongs to text or numbers. Because we need to tell the computer, we need to tell the laptop to solve for us. Because they are stupid. They do not understand this is numbers or words. So we need to tell them. So order ID is belong to text or number. Yes, excellent. It's belong to text. Number is only 4 number. Let's say your number is combined with ABC, that it is definitely text. T-E-X-T. Text. Okay, now we move on to this one, date. So it is correct, order that, and then they put date. It is correct? Yes or no? Yes, okay. So no problem, no need to change. Customer name, is this correct? Customer name, is this correct? Text, yes. Person name, is this correct? Yes. Okay, how about city? It's also correct, ABC. State is correct, ABC. When you see ABC, ABC means text. That means it's belong the correct format. And then region also correct. Category, subcategory, correct. Value, okay, they put 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3 is whole number. Is that correct? It is correct. If we put cells as whole numbers, we have decimal numbers, we have decimals, we have percentage. It can be decimal or whole number, yes. Okay, so for this one, it should be decimal. It should be decimal. Then we need to change to, we need to click this one decimal. We need to change the formats. So they will ask you whether to replace current or add new step. Then we say replace current. Okay, so some of you might asking, hey, what is the difference between whole number and decimal? Okay, can someone tell me what is the difference between decimal or whole number? So what is the difference? Okay, thank you so much, Nazreen. Decimal suitable for currency. Excellent, Fatin. Okay, so a huge problem between whole numbers and decimal is when whole number is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now let's say our data is 0.5 and we put the formats as whole numbers. What is the result they will give you? Let's say I was there with 0.5 cents. Yes, they will give you 1. But is that correct? Is this correct? Let's say you change the number and then it become 1. It's incorrect because how you sell so suddenly from 0.5 to 1? Where is the 50 cents? So in that case, we need to be very careful. We need to put as decimal. So this is how usually it goes wrong. When the format is wrong, your data is wrong. Okay, so for sales, we usually put it as decimals. Or you want to put as currency also can. Currency is like fixed decimal. You could also do that. You can also go to fixed decimal numbers, no problem. Again, that works the same. Okay, let's say you put currency, they will auto assign two decimal for you. Okay, how about quantity? Quantity, can we put as whole numbers? Yes or no? Quantity, yes, correct, no problem, because there is no 0.5 quantity. How about discount? Discount we should put as what? Discount. Whole numbers, discount, decimal, yes, it should be percentage actually. But if you realize that when you change to percentage, what is happening? It changed the 220 to 2000. Is this correct? When you change, it should supposed to be percentage, but when you change to percentage, it becomes something like 2000%. Yeah, it's not correct. So, so in this case, that is a format error. We need to deal with that. So for now, let's put as decimal first. Let's keep it as 20 because there is some problem for that. And then for cost should be what? For cost should be, the cost should be decimal, correct? So make it a decimal, or you want to fix decimal, no problems. All right, so for now, we have done the first step. Once this format is correct, then your calculation will be all correct, no problem. Okay, so now then we need to deal with our data. Just now, what is our problem? Do you still remember? Let's go through our chat room. Do you still remember our problems? The first problem is blank value, isn't it? Blank value. When I change order date time, it shows some error. Okay. So if you change, you have some error. Why? It's because let's say this has happened. It's because your system date is different with mine. That's why they cannot detect. Yeah. Okay. So, are you download from are you download from the Google Sheets, or you download from a file, isn't it? So this is the problem when you just download from my file, because my system, you can try to check. You go to your Windows, or at the end, Is your date format same with me? 18 June 2025. Let's say you are different with me, then it goes error. So how can you solve this one for now? Okay, let's say you realize some error. Mine is 18 June. Okay, so in this case, either you change your system date. You can change your system date later, or you don't want to change, no problem. You just go to the filter here, and then, okay, sorry. You just go to the header and then you right click. Then you go remove error. You remove the one. So because this kind of thing, you need to change the system. Change the system and then download again, then only it's work. So for date, we need to be very careful. It will follow your laptop or your system. It will follow your system. So let's say you have the same problem as Zhang, then you just remove the one. Yeah, because we are practicing. Okay, just remove the one. Okay, so just remove. Okay, you click remove error. So it should be all goes fine. Okay, so now we have done this one. Let's go to the first step. Let's go to the first step. So just now, we see like we need to fill up, isn't it? We need to fill up all the one. So it should be like this order, fill up here, fill up here, fill up here, fill up here, isn't it? So now in Power BI, let's go to home. Where is fill? Okay, go to transform. Go to transform, and then you'll find out fill here. So when you click, they will ask you to fill down or fill up. So in our case, we should fill down or fill up. So in our case, we should fill down or fill up. Fill down, excellent. Fill down means they will base on the first value and going to fill down. Let's check whether it's work or not. Okay, why it did not work? Okay, do you have the same problem like me? Do not work. Okay, let's say it do not work. It's usually because of what? Okay, now you already filled down, but it did not work. How can we undo the step? We can undo the step. You just click the wrong here. You click this one. Then we can undo. Let's go to undo. We don't want to fill down. So what is happening? What is happening is because of fill down can only fill down the null value. You see, they can fill down the null value. Okay, so let's try with date. Date supposed to be able to fill down. You see, they fill down already. You go to fill down the date. Order ID have some problem. Let's go to the date first. All right, so is that okay? If you're done, then you click 1. Fill down the date. Okay, good. So now, you still have problem. You say, hey, order ID cannot fill down, so how? So like I said just now, it can only fill down the null value. So what can we do? We just go to right-click the cell and replace the value. We replace the empty to become null, N-U-L-L. So click OK. So you'll see now here, N-U-L-L. I repeat one more time. Right-click, replace value. Then you'll see something like this. So you value to find and then replace with null. Then you click OK. Okay, so is that okay? Okay, now, then we click fill down. So now it's work, isn't it? 1 2 1 2 1 2 9 3 6 4 3 6 3 6 3 6. Okay, so is that good? Okay. Okay, repeat the replace value. Okay, so now okay, so now you have this one, right? Before that one is supposed to be like that. Okay, so you just right click the empty cell, and then you'll see replace value. When you have replace value, then they will ask you to replace this to null. And then you click OK. So you will get this one. All right. So now you fill down again. You highlight the column, you go to fill down. Then it's supposed to work. All right, so now we still have other problem, which is the dash. You can also click the filter. You can also click the table, just like table. You can click here. They will see something like this. So let's go to the dash. So how can we solve this problem, guys? We have A001, A002, A003, A04. So how can we solve this? Yes, we remove the dash. So how can we remove the? Yes, we use replace. Excellent. Just go to right click, replace the value, and then because we don't want a dash, isn't it? So we want to replace the dash as empty. Then we click OK. All right, so try to do it. Try to do it. Let's say you have done, you type 3 in the chat rooms. Okay, good. So click OK. All right, so you should be able to get something like this. So now it's clean already. Then we also go to check others, like maybe customer name. Okay, so you can also click, when you click the table here, you can click the tables, and then you can go to load more. When you load more, you'll see why there is a blank value here. There is a blank. Like just now we realized, right? There is a blank record. So when there's a blank record, you can remove NT. You can remove NT. So that the blank record will be removed. Okay, so I repeat one more time. You go to here, filter, and then you can click remove empty, so that all the table is clean. So let's say you have done remove empty, you type 4 in the chat rooms. Okay, good. Remove empty. Okay, so for now, you have done this one. Then we cancel. Okay, so what is the problem? The next problem. Okay, so and also we have what? We have the duplicate item. Do you realize duplicate the same item, repeat item, repeat record. So how can we deal with repeat records, repeated records in Excel usually? Remove duplicate. Excellent. So in Power Query, we also have this function, but we need to Control A first. Control A, select all, because we want to remove all the same item only. So we go to remove duplicate, and then where is remove duplicate? Need to find out. Remove duplicate. Sorry. Okay. So when you control all, then you just right click any header, then you'll see remove duplicate. Then you click remove duplicate. Is that okay? I repeat one more time. You click Control A, Control plus A, CT, Control, and A, you click together. So it will allow you to highlight all the columns. And then you right click, remove duplicate. Okay, if you are done this step, type 5 in the chat room. Removed. Okay, good. So if you have any problem, you just tell me, because you miss one step, then the other step also cannot run. Okay, so we have done this one. Okay, so we have done this one. Okay, so another thing is we also want to split, isn't it? We want to split the column. So this one, category and subcategory, category and subcategory goes here. So you can right click the category and subcategory, and then there is one split column. Then we have split delimitator. So go to split delimitator. So in our case, because we want to split this one, isn't it? So we split, so we can choose left or right or each occurrence. Yes, you can just choose one. Or you can also custom. Custom mean like maybe you want to split with colon or semicolons or space or tab. It could be done also. So it depends on your data, but our data is look like this. So we split at this one, and then we click OK. So now you see category and subcategory already split. Is that okay? Can you repeat? Okay, sure. So now you have category and subcategory. So you right click the column, then you go to split column, split by delimitator. Okay, try to do it. Okay. So, all right. So then you're supposed to see something like this. Okay, let's say when you are doing, you feel like, hey, I want to know what I did just now. You can always go back the step. You can always go back the step, but just remember to go back the last step before you add the new step. So you can also open this one. So you know what is happening just now. Okay, oh, I actually split this one. You can also know, hey, oh, I actually just now I replaced the value here. I replaced the dash. So this is the benefit of Power BI. They can go back the step. Okay, once you have done this one, the name is not correct, right? The name is not so good. So now, because we already split, so we can rename here categories and subcategory. How you rename? Double click. Subcategory. Subcategory. Okay, so rename the column. Sorry, the split by has a box appearing. What do we click? What is the box appear? Can you take a screenshot? Like they are asking which step. Sometimes they're asking, yeah. Can you take a screenshot and send here? The split by delimiter has a box appearing. What do we click? What is the box appearing? Huh? Sometimes when you're adding a new step, you will see something like that. For example, I'm trying to do this. So they will ask you, isn't it, insert step. Let's say they pop up this step, you don't insert, don't want to insert, you cancel. This is because you insert step because you didn't add a new step in the last step. You see this one? Because you need to go back the last step, then only you redo the one. Then only it can work. So you go to the one, and you split by delimiter, they pop up a column, then you just click OK. So just click OK, then it can be done. Oh yeah, okay, so it's normal. Then you click OK. Then you click OK. This one, click OK. So this one, just click OK. Okay, after you have done, remember to rename this one. Okay, so now we have do the basic cleaning already. The data looks so perfect. And another problem is we have sales and we also have cost. We have sales and we have cost. How can I know my profit? How can I know my profit? How can I know my profit? How can I know my profits? Sales minus cost. Excellent, Leonard. Okay, well done. Yes, we need to do some calculation. So in Excel, what you do? You insert a new column and then you use sales minus cost, isn't it? But in Power BI, we can also do it. Just go to the add column and then we go to custom column. So I repeat one more time. Go to add column, custom column. Okay, I repeat one more time. Go to add column, custom column, and then you can rename here. So now because we want to calculate profit, so we type profit. And then how to calculate profit? Sales minus cost. So sales, you need to double click. When you double click, it will show something like this. Sales, and then you type minus, double click, cost. Double click, cost. Okay, then you click OK. Okay, so now, so we stop at here first. Are you able to follow until this step? If yes, can you type 1? You are able to do until this step. Okay, sorry, how to go to custom column? Okay, go to add column. Go to add column, Chini, and then go to custom column. This one here. This is the one, custom column. Is that okay? Add column, custom column. Then you can name the column here, profits. And then you just double click sales minus cost. Double click sales minus cost. Then you click OK. All right. So so one more thing. If you click OK, now we have the profit columns already. But the problem is, you see the format. So they do not change the format for us. So what is the format for profit? What is the format for profit? What is the format for decimal? Yes, it could be fixed decimal or decimal. So we choose fixed decimal lah. Okay. All right. So until here, we have done the basic cleaning. Of course, Power Query have more function, like you can see. It can groups, it can give, it can deal with more complicated problems. And okay, but we have no time to cover it. So until now, we have do the basics already. Then we go to close and apply. Go to home, close and apply. So is that okay? So you see something like loading. Okay, so give it some time to load. Loading. Okay, so normally we have to identify all the error first. Excellent. Okay, good. Chen Hao. Yes. We need to identify all the error first, then clean up manually. Yes. So, but usually, when I was doing, I will just check the table first. But sometimes when I was doing the calculation, it is error, then only I'm trying to find out why it's error. Like, is there any repeated items or anything? So this one need to be careful. Yes. So sometimes when okay, let's say you didn't identify the error, you just straight away do it, it will show error. Yeah, okay, like now it will show an error. Then you need to find out the reason why it is error. So usually it's because of this kind of problem. Nouns, error, date formats, everything. So we need to clean up first. Oh, okay, let's say your table is perfect, no problem. You just need to add some formula. You can also use it. Yeah, because this is reusable. Okay, so after you have done this one, okay, so you'll see something like this. So at the left side, you'll see report view. Can I repeat? Okay, so in which step? Yeah, so where you are still in the Power Query, is it? Yes, okay, so okay, let's say you already close and apply. You want to go back. It's easy. You just right click and then edit in query. Edit query. Edit query. Just go to edit query and then we'll go back here. Let's say you still want to do some changes, you can do it here. Okay, so now, so go to home and then close and apply. So is that okay in white? Go to home and close and apply. Okay, so once you have done this one, you close and apply. Okay, so at the right hand side, you will see tables. You will see reports view. Report view is something like somewhere we did it just now. You will also see relationships. Relationship is for more tables. For example, you have sales data that you want to combine with the staff data, but it is more complicated. But we are dealing with a simple table first. Okay, so from here you can change the formats. Okay, so you realize, okay, so you have RM here because we changed the decimal fix, so we will change the currency for us. So when we have done, just go back to report view. Then now is the step for dashboard. So now is the step for dashboard. Okay, so okay, so now how to add a dashboard? Okay, so we need to add a title first. Go to home. And then we have text box here. You just add text box, and then you can type the text box. Okay, so this is sales report. Then you can write the company name. Company. Sales company report. Something like that. Okay, then you can adjust the sizes like usual Microsoft. You can, okay. You can adjust the size. Okay, so make it bigger, pull, and then center. I need to highlight, highlight, then only make it bigger. It's too big. Okay, so resize here. Okay, make it center, sales company reports. So do it here. Okay, so do a title first. Let's say you have done title, you type 1. Type 1 in the chat room. Go to home, tag box, and then you type a title here. Okay, good. So once you have done this one, then we can add our chart right now. So just remember, always click the blank space before you add a new thing. Okay, so for now, let's start with an easy one. So you will see visualization here. So this is all types of charts you can have. But okay, so for now, let's go for a simple one, stack. We have bar chart here. When you click the bar chart, you will see show something like that, and then you will see X value, X axis, Y axis. You will see X axis and Y axis. So now we have data here. We have data here. So we need to drag the data. So usually what kind of thing we want? We want sales, right? We want sales. So sales for what? Sales maybe by category. Sales with category. I don't have text board in my menu. Okay, let's check. Oh. Okay, so Chin-Yi, you need to go to first. You need to go here. You need to click this one. You need to go here. You need to go here. Then only you manage to find out. It's empty here. Yeah, it's empty. Yeah, you go here. You go here because you're still in here. You're still here. So you need to go back to report view. When you go to report, you'll see blank row, and then you go home. Then you insert text box. Is that okay, Chin-Yi? Go to report view here, and go to home, then text box. Okay, so now, so you insert the name. So after you have done this one, then you can choose a graph you want. So now we choose this one. So the first graph we do is sales by category. So let's say sales by category. Okay, so we supposed to have what? We're supposed to have what? We supposed to have, okay, you can just drag, no problem. You can just play. Okay, so let's drag the category to X axis. Okay, why it shows something like this? Okay, so you can play around. You can play the category again. You can drag here also. And then we have category to Y axis, and then maybe profit. Where is profit? Profit to X axis. Then you will get something like this. Okay, so I repeat one more time. You can drag the category here, and then you just drag the profit. So now we have sum of profit by category. So are you able to do that now? Let's say, okay, repeat please to add into Y and X axis. Okay, so now you have already added the bar chart, isn't it? Then you drag the category, you tarik sampai Y axis ini. Oh, how can I undo? You tarik and then masuk sini. You tarik the category and then you drop into here. Double click also can. Also you right click also can, no problem. And then you drag the profits into X axis. So now you get the sum of profit by category. You can also change sum of profit to another thing. Maybe sum, you can right click the sum, dia boleh tukar. It can change to average, it could change to maximum, minimums, counts. All right, so now is that okay? Yes, can you type 1 in the chat room? Good. So now we have done the first chart. So you can change the color here. Let's say you want. So how to change the color? You can change the color at here. So from here, you can change X and Z to what you want. You want to make it bigger. You want to change the color to bold. Or you can also change Y and Z, no problem. But it will take your time for you to change the color. And then you want to change the titles, everything okay. You can do it here. Okay, but it takes time, so I'm not going to do that. Because the one is for Chante only. Okay, so now we have done this one. Let's do another graph. Let's do another graph. Okay, so now we choose maybe a donut chart. You can choose the chart you like. I think today we only enough for two graph only. Okay, so you can also do, okay, so now maybe we want to know the sales by category. So we can do subcategory and then sales. So it came out the donut chart. Okay, here is the donut. Here is the donut. Okay, so my chart changed. Oh, okay. So how do you add? Okay, so when you want to add a new chart, you need to click the blank space first. You click the blank space, then only you add. Because when you add the chart and then you change the graph, it will change. Like what again? You see, it's changed already because I clicked the chart. So let's say you want to go back, just go back the chart. And then you click the black the space. You click outside the blank space, then only you can insert a new chart. Okay, is that okay? So make at least 2 charts. Let's say you have done another chart, you type 2 in the chat room. Type 2 in the chat rooms. Give it some time. All right. So let's do another one. Another one you can also do like filter. Slicer. Let's go to slicer here. You also can make a slicer. You also can make a slicer. So click a slicer. So they will ask you slices what? Usually we size, we will slide, we filter the date. So we have the date, isn't it? Where is date? Okay, so we have the date. So when you open the data, they will have the date hierarchy. So they will ask you whether you want year, quarter, or months, or day. So we can choose quarter lah. You can tarik until here. So you'll see the quarter here. So I repeat one more time. Go to slicer. Go to slicer. Sorry, here. Go to slicer. Go to order dates, and then you can expand. You just expand. Then you'll see quarter. Then you tarik here. Is that okay? Yes, can you type 3 in the chat room? Let's say you're done until this. Slicer. You go to order dates, and then you tarik. So you can make it prettier. So also go to visualize. You have some slicer setting. You can also go to here. Go to tile. When you go to tile, it look prettier. I like the most. I like the tile here. Because when you resize, you'll see something like this. So it's more prettier lah. Go to visualize, slicer setting, and then you change to tile. Some of the version might not have this function, but it's okay. Just make it prettier. You have or do not have, it do not affect anything. Okay, let's say you already done the slicer. Can you type 4 in the chat room? Okay. Okay, so last thing, okay, we can go to the here and remember to click the blank space. We can also name the cut. Where is cut? Okay, we can also add a cut. So this is cut. Cut means like a numbers. So maybe we wanted to know the sales, sum of sales. So we can type the data here. So we just start it here. So it will show you the sum of sales here. How can I get undo? You can just go here, undo. It's just like Excel. You can just go back here, undo. Oh, okay. Yes. You can just go back here, undo. You can just go back here. You can just go back, or you just can you go back to how you select the data in the bar chart? How I select the data from bar chart? Can sure, no problem. So when I have bar chart, this is my bar chart. I just target the category to y-axis and target the profit to x-axis. And then you show it to me. Okay, is that okay? Chinyi and MMI. You can undo here, or suddenly, okay, I don't want the profit, I want to change. Also can, you just click here. When I select the quarter, it's not showing quarter 1 and quarter 2. It shows the date. Can the dashboard size be adjusted? Yes, sure. Dashboard can be adjusted. You can adjust the size here, you see? But usually the size for one dashboard, they are already fixed. You can try to adjust here, but not really big. You can try to adjust, but the size is usually like this only. Yeah, so this is how we do. And then once you've done everything, you can go to formats. Sorry, you click the blank space, and then you will see view. Then you can change the color here. You see, you can change the color you like. You can expand order date and see the date. Yeah, there's one question. How can I select the quarter and sum and sale? Yes, expand the date. Okay, so now, if you are using slicer, then you just expand the order date. So you see quarter, and then you drag here. Let's say you didn't see this kind of thing. You only see that. That means it's the format's wrong, because you didn't set the correct format for date. Do you still remember just now? Let's say you didn't see the years, quarter, and month. It's because of you didn't set the format. So how you check you didn't set the format, MMI? You can just go back to your report and then go back to the tables view, and then you go back to edit query. You right click edit query. So you can check whether your data is date or not date. So usually it's not date. That's why you cannot see quarters and month. You go back to query, you see the format here. Is it date or not date? Let's say it's not date, then you need to change to date. Then only it can be, you will see, then only you can do it. How can I select the quarter and sum of sale? So you are doing the bar chart, is it that way? How do I change the quarter like yours? Oh, go to visualize. Okay, go to visualize. Just go to, you click the slicer and go to visualize, slicer selecting, and then there will style here. You can choose which one you like. But usually I like tile. Some of your Power BI version might not support this function. So you can try to check. Okay, so is that okay? So let's say you didn't get the sum, or you might don't have. Okay, so it might because might because of the version is not support. So you can just download the latest version, then you can see this one. Repeats for sum of sales. Okay, so for sum of sale, let's say the bar chart, isn't it? So bar charts or donut chart. You want to get sum of sales is easy. You just sum of sale. A donut chart is sum of sale, isn't it? So you just go here and then the values that you can choose. And just now I choose state, not state. You want sales, right? So you can just drag the sales and then you put here. So it will show. It will show the value in money. That's it. You just drag and drop. Then you will see the chart. So is that okay? All right. Okay, so if everything look good, let's say you already done this one. Can you take a screenshot and send to us? Send in the chat room. Let me see what is your result. Yeah, can you take a screenshot and then share your dashboard here? Mm. Okay, can you take a screenshot and then share your dashboard with us? Okay, good. Okay, so Yingwai already do it. Well done. Okay, so for all the color setting, you can spend your time on doing that, no problem. Okay, you can also use view and then you choose the color you like, no problems. Okay, okay, you just take your time to make it prettier, then it's all good. So, but usually I will just make it simple because simple look nice. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, repeat on how you get the one appear. Oh, okay. So this is called cut. Okay, Isa, we call it cut. So you just go to here, cut. I still can't get the quarter and sum of sales. Okay, so the one is because of your date. It's because of your date format. Okay, so sum of sales is the cut. So let's do it together. Let's say you cannot get let's do it together. Sale. Okay, so are you able to check the cut here? There is a cut here. But this is a new features. Let's say you didn't download the latest Power BI, then your one might not be have sum of sales. Sales. Eh? AMMI, you already get the 1 quarter in sales, right? You do it perfectly. So it's very good. Okay. So let's go to cut. Let's go to cut. And then you just drag the sales. You just start it here. And then they will count for you. They automatically count for you. Okay, so all look good. All right, you can just resize and then change the colors. Okay, so good. All right. Okay, so let me take a screenshot of your result. That's really nice. Wow, okay, let me keep this one. I feel like, wow, okay, so every one of you now can make a dashboard. Let me save somewhere. Okay. Okay. So Is there a shortcut? Sorry, I'm using two screen, wrongly pasted yours. Oh, date by quarter. How do we do that? Using, okay, date by quarters. Okay, so Chingy, you cannot get the date, isn't it? Okay, so let's say you cannot get the quarter, then you need to check the date format. Okay, let's say your format is correct. When you click the order date, it's supposed to show you the date hierarchy. Start with the date. So most of you didn't change the date. That's why you will see something like that. It's because of the date. There's something wrong with the date. So let's say you have the problem with date also. You need to go back to table view, and then you right click, edit query. So can we do it together? Edit query. Let me check MMY one. Okay, so MMI, are you able to take a screenshot of your data? You take a screenshot of your data. So let's say let's say your one is date, it's supposed to have the calendar. You see the calendar beside your order date. But let's say you do not have calendar, then you are not able to see the one. So for someone those who start, I think you can change the order date column using local. Yes, you can also using local to solve the problem. All right. Okay. So now it's already 11:46. Okay, now it's 11:46. Okay, so this is the sample data, and just for your information, Power Query can reuse. So let's say now, okay, I just demo. Let's say in the future, you want to explore more about Power BI or Power Query, you can always do that. So let's say suddenly, okay, I want to change the data for 2016. You also can do that. We can change the source, and then we can just reuse the one. So it will show you the report based on the source we choose. Okay, so basically this is all about Power BI. Okay, so this is just a basic for Power BI. Power BI can do a lot of things. So you can try to explore more, but usually you will get errors or you are unable to do that is because of the dates, because of the format. Let's say you cannot get some, usually it's because we didn't change the format correctly. Okay, so now, do you have any problems or question you want to ask before we end our session? You know, time is running so fast. There are just so many things that I couldn't cover in these 2 hours. After I complete all the Power Query step, I realize my step is through and I just make a new step, or should I just make a new step or redo the whole thing from step 2? Okay, let's say you realize some step is wrong. Don't worry, you don't need to redo. You just can always go back step 2. For example, you realize it's step 2. Okay, this one, replace value is wrong. I'm not supposed to replace, for examples. Okay, you can always open this one to edit. Open this one. You can edit the one. Let's say you don't want this. Okay, this is one of the method you can do. Or let's say you see, okay, I don't want to remove duplicate. This one method, this is wrong. So what you need to do, you can just delete the step. So they will ask you whether you want to delete or not. So you just delete. Okay, so yes, it will affect the step behind. But let's say remove duplicate, okay, when you delete, because my step didn't affect, remove duplicate didn't affect the last step. Some of step you delete, it will affect. It will affect. So it depends. Let's say your step is not that serious, so you can just always edit, minor edit. But let's say your step, when you delete or try to edit, the other step crash, then you need to redo. So this is how it's work. This is how it works. So Excel perform the same function as well. Okay, Excel perform the same function as well. Can we apply power to an online or live file in SharePoint? Power BI can share. You can share Power BI here. You can share Power BI here. So you can share it here, let's say, and then it is live. You can also publish here. You can also publish and then save. You can also publish so that the others can also see this one. So save this file. Okay, you save the name. Power BI sales report. Sales company report. Okay. So let's say you have your company email, then you can always sign it, no problem. So you keep updated when the team update the file. Yes. Do you still remember our raw data? So let's say your raw data is sharing with the other department. So the other department is updating the data, isn't it? You just always go to here and then refresh. You just always go to refresh, then you will get the latest data. So you no need to copy and paste and then update everything, no needs. As long as it's from the raw data. So you can share your raw data, the Excel with your team, and then ask them to update there, follow the certain formats, and then the dashboard will be shown. Then the only thing maybe you need to refresh every day, then you can see the latest reports. So this is how it's works. Okay, is that okay? Yeah, do you still have any question about the one? So let's say you still cannot find out the data. It's because of that format. It's because of you can just try it later, no problem. For the color or setting, you can just spend your time on doing that, no problems. Okay, all right. So let's say you do not have any problems or question. That's all for our training today. Okay, so my team will share with you the feedback form and also attendance and for this training so that you can get your certificate. And yeah, if you have any question, you can still ask in the chat rooms. Yes. Okay, so let me check. Okay. So can you also share with me like, can we get the recording also?
We'll post the recording on YouTube.
All right, good. So they will post my file says yes, it's PBIX. Is it yes? You need to save in PBIX, then only you can open with Power BI. Okay. So while we're waiting for the feedback link and also the attendance, yeah, can you also share with me like how is the training goes? Is everything good? So is my sharing helped you? Yeah, can you share in the chat room? But the file cannot be opened by Excel. No, cannot. PBIX cannot be opened. Like this so much. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can fill out the link here. So this here is the Facebook. Very clear. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for the trainings. Really help. Thank you so much, you all. Yeah.
Thank you to everyone for your active participation throughout this session. And a special thank you to Miss Clara for such an insightful and engaging presentation. I'm sure we have all gained valuable knowledge and practical tips to take away. And before we end, I kindly ask all the participants to fill in the evaluation form I have sent in the chat box.
And after you have filled up, you also don't run away first.
Yeah, we need to take a group photo.
Yes.
Has everyone opened the
Camera. Oh, cable.
Mm,
Okay.
So can we take a photo now?
okay. Can.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Okay. One.
okay.
Safa nak cue ke?
Tak kisah. Boleh je.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, just don't forget to share the picture with me as well. I think you can also paste it here so everyone can keep it as a photo. Never mind. So let's say can.
Yes, can. You can share in the chat.
Okay.
So thank you once again for being with us today. I hope to see you again in our future session.
Mm.
Bye everyone. Take care.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We keep the photo first. Okay. So thank you so much, you all. I plan to have rest, but we have no time to rest today. Okay.